Secrets to operational excellence in home furnishings retail. I've seen a lot of different operations out there, and I was thinking, what are the most important things that I see that lead to the success of any one operation? It's not only about sales, it's not only about the economy that they're in. There's other things. People can be successful with all different sales levels in all different economies. I've got a ton of examples of success stories in the recession time. I've got other examples of failures in the housing boom. So really, it's not about the economy. Let's leave that out of there. It's not about the economy. It's not about whether you do 100 million or whether you do 5 million. Those things are immaterial. The things that really, I believe, make the difference in an entire organization as far as success goes, and success I'm defining as an operation that's built to last year in, year out, and provides for a good and healthy living for the owners, the stakeholders, and the employees that work there. They create a happy atmosphere and an enjoyable place to work in, and where the customers take a product from that operation that they are truly enjoying experiencing in their lifestyles. So really, with success, it's about success for the owners, success for the employees, and success for the customers. What improves the lifestyles of all three of those groups? It starts with the business leadership and how they are structuring their organization and what are they building it around. What's the goal of the company? Now, the best leaders out there are balanced leaders. They're not overconfident, but they're not underconfident. A leader will purpose in their organization is to develop leaders. So the best operations that I've seen have got good leaders all the way through the various levels in the organization. In home furnishings, you'll have the owner that delegate responsibilities to various managers who perform their duties, whether it be a sales manager, a warehouse manager, an inventory manager, service manager. All these different players combine to form a team of leaders that help push the organization towards success. Another quality with operational success is developing a product that's geared towards their desired customers' needs. Good companies out there firmly know the type of product and service, the segment of market that they are in, and they're firmly in that area. The successful companies out there are the ones that are in touch with their numbers. They're educated. They know where they need to be and what they need to do to achieve certain standards in their operation. For instance, if the goal is to produce X number of sales, they know exactly how many customers they need to have visit, the close rate they need to execute on, and the average sale that they need to execute on. All these elements are very well known throughout the operation. They'll know their inventory metrics. They'll know their gross margin metrics. They'll know all their operational metrics, their warehousing metrics. They're very good with their numbers. The other thing great operations, successful operations do out there is that they keep the right people on the bus and get the wrong people off the bus. They motivate and develop employees, continually try to improve them. The great operations out there take this notion of improvement throughout their entire operation. They don't feel like they're experts out there. A good operation always has something to learn, and a good leader believes in the Kaizen notion of never-ending improvement. Vision is an important element of successful companies. It's really important for everybody in an operation to know why they are doing something. I would encourage you to look at your operation and ask yourself, what am I trying to do as a retailer? What are my long-term goals? How am I going to get there? The only way to get to a long-term goal is to set up a series of short-term goals. And how are we going to achieve all these short-term goals? And the only way an owner of a retail operation is going to achieve their goals is by having everybody else achieve their goals. So this whole notion of goal setting and operational excellence and action planning and execution and analysis has to be systemic through your entire business. With respect to an owner and an owner being a leader, we have to separate management and leadership. They're two qualities, two jobs that are necessary, but they're not totally the same thing. Management is more like management of an observance of tasks and the execution of those tasks, whereas a leader sets the direction for other leaders to follow. It sets the tone, it sets the beat. How can an owner become a better leader and rise above and become one of the great leaders in the industry? Well, continually to show yourself that you're trying to improve yourself. You're trying to do what it takes for you to improve on what you do. As far as management of tasks and a leader, some of the best leaders and managers or owners of businesses, they're not actually responsible for actually doing anything. They're really managers or leaders by observing, by walking around. An operation of excellence is one that everybody knows what they need to do and when they need to do it. I'll give you an example. One time I was sitting in an office conducting a high-level meeting with an owner. There was a knock on the door. They said, "Hey boss, we're out of toilet paper." What does that tell you? That's not an operation of excellence. Doesn't anybody have the job to know when to refill and buy the toilet paper? It's an extreme example, but what I'm trying to say is all the different tasks in your organization and all the different decisions should be able to be made by somebody that works in your business other than the owner, if you're an operation of any size at all. To sum up operational excellence, really believe on knowing who you are, having a vision around that, making sure that all your employees knowing why you want to achieve that vision, performing as a leader and a manager, continually improving your team, giving your team the resources so they continually improve themselves, and to be in touch with your operation so you can overall achieve your goals at the end of the day.